recording. Or maybe could you repeat that?
Well, I'd like to start with Ferristate because she's on the East Coast also. And she's agreed to talk about her poetry and her new book about Hafiz and his poetry. So let's get started. Ferristate, are you
Yeah.
there?
Hey everyone, Jay Baba, good evening. Hi Buzz, Ginger, nice to see you here. Jay Baba, thank you for inviting me again. I brought a few poems to read tonight, several of Hafez and a couple of my own if there's time. And I'd love to give opportunity for others to share as well. So I'll go for as long as, the program is what, 2 hours, hour and a half?
Hour and a half. And what I'd like to do is devote 30 minutes to you
Mm-hmm.
and then a half an hour to the rest of the poets to share.
Sounds good to me, Jay Baba.
Okay, Bob.
All right, I'll start with poem Ghazal 87. And for Betty, who enjoys the Farsi, I'll read a few lines in Farsi. زان یار دلنوازم شکریست با شکایت گر نکته‌دان عشقی خوش بشنو این حکایت بی مزد بود و منت هر خدمتی که کردم یارب مباد کس را مختوم بی عنایت رندان تشنه لب را آبی نمی دهد کس گویا ولی شناسان رفتند از این ولایت در زلف چون کمندش ای دل مپیچ کانجا سرها بریده بینی بی جرم و بی جنایت این راه را نهایت صورت کجا توان بست کش 100,000 منزل بیش است در بدایت چشمت به غمزه ما را خون خورد و میپسندی جانا روا نباشد خونریز را حمایت هرچند بردی آبم رو از درت نتابم جور از حبیب خوشتر کز مدعی رعایت ای آفتاب خوبان می سوزد اندرونم یک ساعتم بگنجان در سایه عنایت در این شب سیاهم گم گشت راه مقصود از گوشه‌ای برون آی ای کوکب هدایت از هر طرف که رفتم جز وحشتم نیفزود زنهار از این بیابان وین راه بی نهایت عشقت رسد به فریاد گر بسان گر خود بسان حافظ قرآن ز بر بخوانی با 14 روایت. So Hafez says, my problem is every time I look at these poems, I want to revise them and tweak them. So here's a little bit of a tweaked version of the same ghazal than you see in your books. Sorry about that. The plight of the poet never ends. I am grateful to that heart-caressing beloved, along with a complaint. If you are a connoisseur of love, then listen to this account with love. Any service I may have rendered has been without reward and expectation. May none who serves God wholeheartedly be left without his grace. No one gives a sip of water to the thirsty wrens. It is as if those who could recognize a Wali have left town. Do not wrap yourself around his hair, O heart. You will find many severed heads with no fault nor crime. How can one fathom the end of this road when in the beginning there are more than 100,000 stations ahead? Your playful eyes wreaked bloody havoc with us, and you are pleased. Oh, dear soul of my soul, it is not right to protect a murderer. Although you caused my disgrace, I will not leave your door. Tyranny from the beloved is far more pleasing than consideration from the hypocrite. O brilliant son of lovers, I am burning from within. Fit me into the shelter of your grace for just an hour. In this dark night, I have lost my way to the goal. O guiding star, rise from a corner. Every direction I turned to, nothing increased but my fear. Avoid this desert and this endless path. It is only love that can come to your rescue, even if, like Hafez, you recite the Quran by heart in 14 chosen narrations.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. All right, the next one is Ghazal 221. Zephyr, bring the fragrance of the friend's tresses at the break of dawn. It renews the longing of our troubled heart and our hope for union. Zephyr brings the fragrance of the friend's tresses at the break of dawn. It renews the longing of our troubled heart and our hope for union. Jealously guarding the strand of the beloved's hair, the morning breeze released into the wind all the musk scents it brought from Mongolia. I saw the light of the moon illuminated by the roof of his palace. From that brilliance, the sun turned its face toward the wall in shame. May God forgive his knotted brow, even if it makes me feeble. He also compassionately sends a message to the bedside of this patient. Everything our Master gives is due to his infinite compassion, whether he prescribes the prayer beads or the kusti. I cut away that spruce branch from the garden of my chest. Every flower that blooms in longing for him bears the fruit of agony. Frightened of the pillage of his eyes, I let go of my bleeding heart. Frightened of the pillage of his eyes, I let go of my bleeding heart, but as it bled along the way, it came back to this path. Happy is that time and hour when his captivating hair steals the heart in such a manner that the deniers confess. With the song of the minstrel and the saki, I would sometimes soar out of my body, but sometimes a difficult news would bring me back down from those heights. I was astonished to see Hafez with a cup of wine last night, but I didn't forbid it because he was skillfully disguising it like a Sufi. The next one is Ghazal 257. I'll open it and read it from my book. I did not touch that one, so it should be as it is in your books. 257. Not every not every face that is a flame knows about the art of love. Not every mirror maker knows how to make the mirror of Iskandar. Not every person who tips their hat to one side and sits with a frown knows the art and custom of emperorship. There are 1,000 points finer than a strand of hair, Not every person who shaves his head can become a true qalandar. I am drowning in the flood of my tears. What can I do? Not everyone knows how to swim in the ocean. I am the slave of the efforts of that self-sacrificing Rend, who is an alchemist disguised in outer poverty. My opened inner sight is due to your beauty mark. A jeweler knows the worth of a real gem. I lost my mad heart and I did not realize that a human child could behave like an angel. One who becomes the king of his lovers due to outer qualities of beauty and stature can conquer the whole world with inner qualities of justice and mercy. If you learn to keep your promises, you will see that it is good. Otherwise, you will find that everyone is capable of cruelty. Do not become a beggarly slave in hopes of recompense. A master knows how to take care of his subjects. To fully appreciate the subtle nuances and beauty of Hafez's ghazals, one must have a refined nature and know the Persian language.
I wonder how long that would take.
I missed is this your poem, Thursday?
No, these are all
Oh, he's speaking of himself. Oh, okay.
their translations. I'm sorry, I should have said, this is Ghazal 257. And the next one is right next to it, Ghazal 256. I am breathing my last, and you are not, yet you are not giving me your union. Oh, mercy, my luck is not waking up from its slumber. With this hope and thought, my life has come to an end, and yet the tyranny of your black hair is not ending. My heart took residence in your hair when it was attracted by its darkness. There has been no news since then from that suffering stranger. I should say here, explain a little about the hair of the beloved. The hair is, yes, a metaphor. You can take it literally if you wish. Baba had beautiful hair. But in Hafez, the hair can mean two things, and they're both of the illusory nature. One is the gross world and its entanglements, and the other is the subtle world and its entanglements. So Hafez says, my heart took residence in your hair when it was attracted by its darkness. There has been no news since then from that suffering stranger. So you can interpret that to your heart's content. Until I be, sorry.
I was just going to ask you, would that be Hafiz? Or
Well, the hair is Baba or his master, and the heart has taken residence in the illusions of the gross or subtle planes, and it was attracted by those. And there has been no news since then from that suffering stranger being the heart. Until I behold your lofty form in my embrace, the tree of my luck will not bear the desired fruit. I launched 1,000 prayers from my sincere thumb, but not a single one hit the target nor had an effect. I have many heart stories to share with the morning breeze, yet with my luck, this night is not turning into morning. The minimum requirement of loyalty is to give up one's head. Go away, Hafez, if you are not capable of doing that. Hey, Baba.
Hey, Baba.
All right, let's see. There's one more Hafez, and then if there's time, I'll read a couple of my own scribbles. 65. I have no shelter in the world than your doorstep. There is no other place for my head than this door. When the enemy draws his sword, I drop my shield. Our defense is nothing but sighs and moans. Why should I turn my back on the ruined neighborhoods? For me, there is no turning back toward the world. If the world throws fire upon the harvest of my life, let it burn. To me, it is not worth more than a piece of straw. Make a note. Typo. Or I could say, to me, it is worth no more than a piece of straw, and that works too. I am the slave of the playful glance of that lofty statured cedar, who from the intoxication of his status does not look at anyone. Be not in pursuit of harming others. Other than this, you may do anything. Be not in pursuit of harming others. Other than this, you may do anything. On our path of tariqat, there is no sin other than this. Slow down your passage, O king of the land of the virtuous. There are many on your path waiting to tell you their laments. The eagle of tyranny has taken over the whole town. There is no bow of reclusiveness, an arrow of sighs. I see a trap on the path in every direction. Thankfully, I have no protection from your hair. If I block its passage, what is my solution? This unbridled heart of mine has no other place to go. Do not give away the treasure of Hafez's heart to the beauty mark and hair. Such works are not within the capacity of these black-hearted robbers. Jai Meher Baba.
Hey, Baba.
Any comments, questions, clarifications?
What was that, Terracotta that you mentioned?
Tariqat is the inner journey.
Okay.
Baba uses that term also, so I dare to keep it there and footnote it. Yes.
So is your book now available at Shariar?
Both at Shariar and Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Yes.
So how are the sales?
I don't know. Oh, periodically, Laura Smith calls me up and says, we need more.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to, well, it's thanks to you all that I was motivated to keep going and finish this thing, volume 1 anyhow. So thank you.
Now, isn't this photo of the tomb on the
Yes.
cover of your book? Yeah. Yeah, this is the cover.
Yes, it is. I took this photo and
Oh.
asked, I
Oh.
think this is rendered by AI, and I asked AI to Pixlr. I asked Pixlr to give me the same image as a painting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And she or he or it was very cooperative.
You so smart, Thursday. Wow.
Had so much fun with those images for the book.
Wow.
Yeah, it
That's
was
fun
fun.
to know. Oh, goody.
Oh,
Right.
let's hear some of your guzzles.
Okay, there's like 8 minutes left on my time, so I'll do a few whimsical ones and serious ones. This one's called Staying Here with Baba. I have set my sights on the highest of the high, while I walk in the pastures and swamps of the world, sometimes enthralled, sometimes despondent, sometimes stunned. But it's you who always sets my heart on fire. And happily for me, you are teaching me to let go of the past, not give a care for what is yet to come, and like a child, play ping pong with the balls you throw my way in the here and now.
Very sweet.
Oh, that's great. Ping pong. That's wonderful.
Here's another one. It's a short one. Golden egg. I carry a golden egg in my belly. I shall nurture it with love. I shall protect it from harm. I shall give it all it needs to be born as I am.
Oh my. Mm.
Would you repeat that, please?
Okay, I just closed it. Let me open it. File, open recent, golden egg. I carry a golden egg in my belly. I shall nurture it with love. I shall protect it from harm. I shall give it all it needs to be born as I am.
As a I am, capital I, capital A M, yeah. Wow.
This one's called Awaken Us. The phenomenon of your ever unfolding false imagination is fascinating to say the least. You who are the skilled writer of this colossal manuscript, you who are the very cause, the very source, the very means to the very ends of this magnificent melodrama. You who are the core, the husk, the root, the branches, the leaves, the sap, the fruit, the soil, and the fertilizer of this thing we call creation. Awaken us.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Nice. Wow.
And the last one, I read it earlier. It says, Hafiz said it best. So obviously I got a little inspiration from the master poet. A mirage never quenched your thirst before, and it's not going to quench it now. Beware of the seduction of Maya, poised to distract you from your highest aim. Lurking in every corner with a handful of candy, it will do nothing but rot your teeth. Beware of the momentary promise of fulfillment. Maya will snatch your joy and torture you soon after. In the end, she can present nothing to you but a deflated balloon of your hopes and dreams. Do not build another castle on shifting sand. It won't last, and you will be ruined. O seeker, learn Maya's tricks once and for all, and never let go of the hand of truth.
Beautiful.
Avatar, Meher
Meher
Baba,
Baba. Ki Jai.
Jai, Jai Baba.
So much, Ferris Day.
My pleasure, and thank you.
You're welcome any and every time. But I'm sure that you're such a busy novelist and poet that you have to be careful about your time.
And you as well, Michael. You are just a true poet of many ghazals, and I hope you'll share some tonight.
Okay, well, I had a little surprise up my sleeve, but I had a technical question to ask Betty, which is, I can only see a large picture of myself in Ferris State. How do I get a gallery on the screen? Now that I'm a co-host, I don't understand the screen.
Okay. Do you see in the top right of your top right, you see view, the word view?
No. Oh, view, yes.
Yeah. All right. Click on it and you'll get options. And you want to check gallery.
You know, I could have done that. Oh,
Do you get,
another embarrassment.
is that what you want?
Yes.
Okay, you're happy, and you'll see a green line around yourself. The line, it goes around whoever's speaking, and that's what's being, what's the word? That's what's on, will show on the video. But you will see the whole room.
Yes,
So,
that's good. So look, if you have poems and you want to read them, please put up, raise your hand in the up so I know. All right. And if nobody raises their hands, I will jump in there and read another poem. Okay. So what I wanted to do is share with you a song, the lyrics to a song that I wrote on my way to the center just before going to the Great Darshan. And I was on the road from Memphis trying to get people to watch New Line Cinema's movies. And the last part of the road to the Tennessee border, where the states come together, like North Carolina and South Carolina, the road was very hilly. And you could rise up on this road and 2-lane road, and then you'd see the mountains of the Smoky Mountains. And then you go off in the trough and you wouldn't see anything except the road, and then into then you'd rise up and see these mountains. And I finally got to a campground, an Indian reservation, and it was freezing. And I was just in ecstasy about on the way to see the beloved. And so I wrote this poem, a song, and I can't sing very well these days, so I don't want to embarrass myself any further. But it was by a stream, and all of nature was playing this song. So listen to the bubbling. Do you hear the flowers weeping in the morning? Do you hear the leaves thrashing in the wind? They are sighing in the ecstasy of their lovers' arms. They are reaching for the sun. Oh, can you hear them? Listen to the bubbling stream beside you. Watch the droplets dancing in the sunlight. They are flowing onward until they reach the sea, and there, with salty tears, they will be one. Baba, I am calling, calling, calling for you, Baba. My lips forever sing your name. Listen to the words I cannot speak. Turn them into flowers with your love. The sun shines with the brilliance of noontime. The clouds drift by like broken dreams. The mountains ring with joy as they disappear from view. And my eyes see what they've never seen before. I see love everywhere. I see love in the people that I meet. So, nothing like forgetting the lyric. I see love in people that I meet. See love. I see love. Well, we'll have to and just go to the chorus. Baba, I'm calling, calling, calling for you, Baba. My lips forever sing your name. Listen to the words I cannot speak. Turn them into flowers with your love. Do you hear the flowers weeping in the morning? Do you hear the leaves thrashing in the wind? We are sighing in the ecstasy of our lover's arms. We are reaching for the sun. Oh, can you hear us? Listen to the bubbling stream beside you. Watch the droplets dancing in the sunlight. We are flowing ever onward until we reach the sea. And there, with salty tears, we will be one. We will be one. Baba, Baba, Baba. So another something I wanted to share with you was this wonderful poem that one of my wives introduced me to. I've been married several times. When Hadi Senior was about to chastise me for my multiple marriages, I just looked at him and I said, and I was in public, I was at Rick's house and it was a meeting. The answer that came to me was, this is my path. I chose the path that Baba talked about in the discourses about marriage, that it would lead one, that it was a path that would only take the touch of a perfect master to bring you to realization. So I started it up. I have faith. I have faith. I now know that it's true. So one short poem and a little longer one. This is by Rabindranath Tagore, who, in my opinion, is a six-plane poet. And he was a poet laureate and won the Nobel Prize for this collection, the Gitankali, for his poems. So this one is, who is this? I came out alone on my way to my tryst. But who is this that follows me in the silent dark? I move aside to avoid his presence, but I escape him not. He makes the dust rise from the earth with his swagger. He adds his loud voice to every word I utter. He is my own little self, my Lord. He knows no shame. But I am ashamed to come to thy door in his company. Only thee, that I want thee, only thee, let my heart repeat without end. I must tell you parenthetically on a note that it was Rabindranath Tagore's poetry that led me into the style of my own poetry, where God is not just before me, but he's my intimate friend. So I'll repeat that line, that I want thee, only thee, let my heart repeat without end. All desires that distract me day and night are false and empty to the core. As the night keeps hidden in its gloom the petition for light, even thus in the depths of my unconsciousness rings the cry, I want thee, only thee. As the storm still seeks its end in peace, when it strikes against peace with all its might, even thus my rebellion strikes against thy love, and still its cry is, I want thee, only thee. Anyone else with a poem? I just love this stuff. It's not exactly my experience, but it's so passionate. So, does anybody have a poem to read? Yes, no, quick. I'll jump right in.
Bob, good. Bob just put out a book.
Ah, there it is. Go ahead. Regale us with your poetry.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for yours. And for Esther for yours. Oh my, it was great stuff. I'd like to read just a couple of them. This one is titled Sonnet for the Dance. You say we must shake, rattle, and roll, twisting and turning essential gyrations, driven and bound by false expectations, until the shaking finally takes its toll. As bindings grow slowly threadbare and thin, we lose care about the cut of our clothes. The scent of your garden may tickle the nose as we lose ourselves, growing larger within. But for now, down here on the crowded floor, stepping along through the thick and the thin, the bumping and grinding, the dizzying spin, may we follow your lead, beloved, evermore. Dearest Lord of all dancing, below and above, help us step as you wish in the dance of your love. And one more sonnet. This one is titled Spring Sonnet. Among the leaves growing thickly green, most limbs are hidden, barely seen, and buried mouths quench long-held thirst as soil wakes to rain, giving new birth. What of this heart, still sleeping in snow, that longs for you but opens slow, crying out for cleansing rain of your love, falling here, not far off or distant above? Heart begs for your deeply planted seed to open at last to its deepest need, to sprout from darkness, push its way to your garden, to grow and stay, living to thrive and bloom as you wish, in light and grace of love's pure kiss.
Bob, would you read the one, The Cave of the Winds?
Yeah, let me find it here. I will. Okay. 4. This one, this one came from a memory decades old about taking my sons when they were little boys to one of my favorite places where my parents took me, and it's a cave down near Colorado Springs, south of the Denver area, called Cave of the Winds. So that's the title of the poem, Cave of the Winds. Waiting for the tour to begin, my sons explore the gift shop. Our number called, we line up, follow the guide slowly through a damp capillary into the earth, and fall silent in the silence. Then the oohs and ahs begin, the laughing chatter at smoothly guided patter. We go deeper, deeper still. But that first hush is gone, covered by pulsing fluorescence, colored floodlights, signs bearing names for stone that was here eons before names and naming. Against rules, I reach out, touch ancient coolness smooth as sinew. Entering another chamber lit by dim electric candles, we walk more carefully through rocky turns, twists, air damper, rock older. Talk falls again to silence. The guide stops, warns, turns off lights one by one, till only one flickering arc holds that huge weight. This is the part I remember, brought my sons for. The last light dims, goes. In vast, patient dark, skin tingles, ears reach out. No laughter, questions, words, silence. No naming here.
Thank you, Bob, that one.
Thank you. Thank you, Betty.
You know, Michael, I recorded Jack Burke reading a few of his poems. So he wasn't able to be here tonight. So, is it okay if I play maybe a couple? He wanted to show his book too.
I don't know, I'll think about it. Okay,
Ah, all right, let me get to it here. Jack
that's
Burke.
what Val said to me when I wanted to read poems at his meeting. He went, I think about it, so
All right, here.
passing it forward.
Okay, here's Jack. Let's see.
But, wait, it says to
Okay. Jack Burke here with us who is going to read some of his own poetry from his book. He'll tell you about it. Over to you, Jack.
Okay, this is the book that was just recently published, which is available on Amazon.
Move a little to your right as well. Your right. Yeah, that's better.
Okay,
Yeah, good. Perfect.
it's a book of ghazals called Dialogues with the Divine by Ambrose, which is my nom de plume, and it's a compilation of ghazals over the last 45 years. And it's basically, as one gentleman said, a roadmap to God. So, want to read maybe 3 or 4 from them. So, first, this one here, I wrote a little dialogue before the guzzle itself. It's called Rugged Path. For those who are experiencing the Sufi path, or like Eric Mir Baba's spokesperson said, is purported to have, and when asked by in Mandalay Hall in Mirzad, that Baba lovers follow no path but what he leaves us. And if I'm not mistaken, spell that out in his book that we, as lovers of his, walk our own path to him, him being our constant companion. Oh, beloved, following you is the toughest work I've ever taken on, and one where there is no way I can refuse. For loving you is even harder, for with love that is real, there is no barter. Yet in reflection, my feelings and my thoughts, and certainly my actions, most certainly leave you thoroughly amused. Obeying you, though, that's the worst, no doubt, at least for me, the hardest of all. And more than not, my excuses are pretty lame. Rebellious spirits, you no doubt know, are the most difficult to tame. And so I have found, to my chagrin, there is no back door to the tavern ball. Paying attention to what you do wears me out at every turn. And that's where surrender comes into play. And unless I join the game, you laugh and walk away, and life's impressions continue to churn. My every breath and blinking eye leaves me exhausted climbing this mountain trail. As I wind my way around circuitous paths, I always stumble and fall. And all I can do is get on, up, hope to stand tall, but it's you I need, unless my focus will fail. Again and again, my mind knocks me on the side of the road, on the side of the head. I'm flat on my back on the side of the road. Feelings off track, heart in neutral mode. Stupid, stupid. All I have left is tears to shed. Love, obedience, and surrender. An anacronym for loss. That's where this game is all about, for you are the path. And when I cop to that, all I can do is shout, you're the boss. And pray that I've not incurred too much of your wrath. O Ambrose, remember and focus on loss, for I have your heart in my hand. And when you're finished with Maya's dross, you'll have truly become a member of my wild and holy band. Now, the difference in these guzzles is the response that I've always gotten from Baba and written down, which is something I really haven't found anywhere else. I think what's his name in Augusta, Brian Garnett,
Brian.
Darnell had something akin to it. So, in response, in my response, or The response to the previous ghazal is one called an immodest proposal. O beloved, to go naked to you in the sun of becoming, this I will gladly do. For real modesty is something which we know not. Ours is fraught with the self, and more impressions do we then accrue. For hardly ever do we undress our feelings, actually show our love. Such be humanity's lot. O Master of Will, help me to turn it around. Slow the spinning on this life's insane merry-go-round, whose sadness the world is continuing to ride. So may I offer something different, and pray it's sufficient to turn false pretense and false modesty aside. The time has come for everyone to heed the Master's word. We must stay awake to the goal at stake in this world gone obviously absurd. Take a look around, and what can be found but anger and lust and greed? The mortal sum of what the world has become, and on these desires does ignorance willingly feed. And worse still is the hypocrite's swill, one sure road to disaster. For no greater sin can one find within the eyes of our Lord and Master. My eye, your eye, our eye, this the world goes by, and not to forget me and mine alone, unwilling to allow the ego to bow, like a dog hoarding a meatless bone. And if this isn't enough, consider the bluff of our ego's hidden card, as it seeks to ensnare those in divine despair for going the extra yard. You always have the choice, your desires to voice. Actually, they're all in your mind. Work to keep them still, and by the Master's will, all your sanskaras will he unwind. I venture to say that we all do pray with every ounce of our might to erase these digressions, the ego's impressions that bind our being from his sight. What do you expect this day to the next on this spiritual road you chose? Accolades, flowers, fortune's golden towers? The Master doesn't need any of those. Only that you render love, obedience, and surrender to his almighty will, and forge that lasting link, cause your false ego to shrink and make the mind ever still. So never forsake your guide, ever by your side, on the spiritual sea you're sailing, nor seek reward as you ever move toward the moment of your soul's unveiling. For the secrets of heart have neither plot nor chart for those who walk his way. When the mind enters in with its guile and whim, careful your heart be not led astray. So hearken to what is said here, dare to turn a deaf ear to what you know to be true, and always practice what you preach, believe in what you teach, give to every soul its due. I say, woe to them who are quick to condemn the lovers and followers of God, and who seek to sway or lead one astray, the one sure path the soul to trod. So this I propose, your ego to dispose at every turn of the wheel, and only by this action, shunning the world's attractions, will the Master unveil the seal. O Ambrose, all love proposals from the heart, all surrenders when you start, does please me so. For all obedience is willingly given, bindings will be shriven, and your river to my ocean quicker flows. So all these proposals I accept, so be not bereft at so daring and bold an action. For in my time, which suffers no reason or rhyme, you will all experience divine love's heart interaction.
I'm gonna, let's see, I will stop this at this point. Just, I thought, it seemed like closing it, on the hour would be good for use back there. 11 o'clock is getting late. And I wondered if anybody had more. Well, Michael, I'll give it to you if you want to encourage anybody, or maybe you have another one, or what say y'all?
I don't have my book of poetry in front of me, but I memorized one ghazal. And I did remember the rest of that verse, but that could be another time. Oh, that verse was, I see love in the flowers and the trees. I see love in the people that I meet. I see love everywhere and in everything. Behind each separate form, I know we're one. So I was so carried away, but I didn't remember it. So this is Ghazal C from an alphabet of ghazals. It's 7 o'clock, and twilight falls gently, gray upon the hills. The sky's blue dissolves into the silvery hues of butterfly wings, while wispy clouds resonate with the sun's last cry as it disappears into the darkness, leaving me in darkness, admired in the darkness of my mind, where light is but a memory, a fairy tale of homilies, platitudes, and lies, of pleasures lost and pain remembered, heartbreak and despair, of childhood's hopes and myths destroyed to cruelty and deceit. When my thoughts have spiraled into blackness and my heart feels like stone, I think of thee, fey lover, who teases me with bliss, who strips me of everything that I possess and laughs at my nakedness. The sun will dawn tomorrow. I will gaze upon your brilliance, and blinded, I will become the sun, unblemished by the night. So we could close with that if you like, or we could stay up later and watch Colbert.
If we
So,
could,
hmm?
Michael, I was, we could persuade Thursday to sort of to find something to end it with, even, I don't know, a little bit of Farsi would be, I don't know what you have or but I'd love to hear just a bit more of, one poem, and then,
For
what do
you,
you,
Betty, I'm gonna do a fall. Fall
Okay.
Hafiz. For my dearest, dearest Betty. Jai Meher Baba. Came open to Ghazal 79. تا سر زلف تو در دست نسیم افتاده است، دل سودا زده از غصه دو نیم افتاده است. چشم جادوی تو خود عین سواد سحر است. چشم جادوی تو خود عین سواد سحر است. اینقدر هست که این نسخه سقیم افتاده است. در خم زلف تو آن خال سیهدانی چیست؟ نقطه دوده که در حلقه جیم افتاده است. سایه سرو تو بر قالبم ای عیسی دم، عکس روحی است که بر عظم زمین افتاده است. زلف مشکین تو در گلشن فردوس عذار چیست طاووس که در باغ نعیم افتاده است. دل من در هوس روی تو ای مونس جان، خاک راهی است که در پای نسیم افتاده است. همچو گردین تن خاکی نتواند برخاست از سر کوی تو زان رو که عظیم افتاده است. آن که جز کعبه مقامش my eyes are failing me آن که جز کعبه مقامش نبود از یاد لبت بر در میکده دیدم که مقیم افتاده است. حافظ گم شده را با غمت ای جان عزیز اتحادی است که از عهد قدیم افتاده است. Now do you want the translation?
Yes, please.
Okay. When the locks of your hair fell into the hands of the breeze, the lovelorn heart doubled over in grief. Your enchanting eyes are the very knowledge of spells, so much so that this prescription has become useless. What is that black beauty mark within the curl of your hair? The smoky dot that has fallen in the circle of the J. The letter J in Farsi is like this with a dot in the middle. So he's using that image for the curl of his hair. The shade of your cedar form that has fallen on my body, O breath of Christ, is like the image of a life-giving spirit that has fallen on rotten bones. Your fragrant hair is in the heavenly rose garden of Firdaus, which is paradise. Your fragrant hair in the heavenly rose garden of Firdaus is but the seductive peacock that has found its way to the bountiful garden of your face. My heart, desire of seeing your face, O intimate companion of my soul, is the dust of a road that is beneath the steps of the breeze. The earthbound body of mine cannot rise like the wind. From your alley, it has taken a tremendous fall. The one who had nothing but the Kaaba as his place of worship, I saw him taking up residence at the door of the tavern in remembrance of your lips. O beloved soul, this estranged Hafez has had a pact with the grief for your form since time immemorial.
Ooh,
Hey, Baba.
Jai Meher Baba.
beautiful, beautiful. Avtar Meher Baba.
Ki Jay.
Oh gosh, wonderful.
So shall we call it an evening?
I think so. I think
We
so. Yeah.
close the tea shop?
Yeah, did Fairstay disappear? She called it an evening.
Yes, she did, didn't she? So it's 11:01
Yeah.
on the East Coast. So
Oh,
thank you for coming, guys. And
Thank you.
without you, wouldn't be, well, I'd
oh,
be just reciting
oh,
poetry to the ether, right? So I'm really glad you're here.
so special to see you guys. Yeah.
And thanks,
Jai
Betty.
Baba.
All of us. All of
Thank you, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Okay. Oh, here we figured you had ended it and left Thursday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, my computer is scheduled to go to sleep at this hour, apparently, which is what? What is the hour? The hour that the
11.
princess,
11.
princess turns into a pumpkin, or the, I don't know. What's that story?
Oh, you figured, yeah, you
That's Cinderella, and you still have an hour to go.
11 o'clock is my computer's sleep time, so she just went home.
did time.
Anyway, it's been delightful to be with you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Michael, for inviting me. Thank you, Betty, for always being my
You're a perpetual admirer. Yeah.
in my court. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hi, Marcia.
Thank you.
All right, then.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I guess that's
Oh,
it.
there's Gidget barking.
That's
All
it.
right.
All
Jai
right,
Baba.
off we
Thank-
go. Okay, Jay Baba.
All right, thank
Hey,
you.
Baba.
So you're gonna sign off, Betty?
Yeah, okay. All right, Jay Baba.
Oh.